What's up, YouTube audience? My name's Josh. This video is not about me. This is your only chance to see my face. This video is about Camry Hybrid 2022. Should you buy it? Spoiler, yes. If you want maximum efficiency and you're willing to change your driving style. Okay? So now let's get into the details. This is for anybody who's been researching, watching all the different Camry hybrid videos available on the internet. Is it worth it? Should I buy it? Is it nice to drive? Whatever. You're obsessing. You're spending hours watching videos. I did it. I pulled the trigger. I bought one. It was worth it. But yes, you have to change your driving style. If you're the kind of person that likes to accelerate like a bat out of hell, you ain't gonna like it, because you might as well just buy the V6. You might as well stick with what you're driving now. You're gonna average probably somewhere in the mid 30s with it. If you're willing to change the way you drive, you're willing to irritate people behind you with your slow acceleration, then yeah, go for it. You will average about 45 to 46 miles per gallon. As you can see, I removed my hybrid badge. Hybrid badges just make it look bad, in my opinion. However, I do still have the blue Toyota badges, which are, anyone who knows Toyota hybrids knows that's a dead giveaway. A little bit of history about me. I like fast cars. I've had fast cars pretty much my whole life. And I like accelerating fast. But I don't like spending $80 to drive 250 or 300 miles. So I went ahead and tried this as a commuter, just to drive back and forth to work, just to see if it would pay for itself, basically. I drive about 350 miles per week, roughly. Yeah, and it was costing me with my old car at 17 miles per gallon. With mid-grade, it was costing me about 80 bucks to drive that. With this car, 300 miles would cost about 30 bucks. So yeah, with that 350 a week, I'm spending about 35 bucks a week rather than 80. So let's get into the pros and cons. Number one pro, efficiency. As you can see here, every bar there equals a minute. So average MPG per minute, pretty good. I got 90 miles. It says I can go 390 on this tank still. It takes about 11.5 gallons to fill it up. And I've already gone 191 on this tank. So yeah, pretty good. But again, that's slow acceleration, irritating people behind you, not in any kind of a hurry to get anywhere. Driving style. In my opinion, the appearance of the vehicle is a pro. It's a pretty nice looking car. It's kind of sporty. It looks like a stormtrooper a little bit from the nose, which it's mixed feelings there. But overall, it's a good looking car. I don't think you'll sacrifice in that. You put some tinted windows on this, some blackout accents here and there. Maybe you can even get some fancy custom taillights if you want. I put dirt bike stickers on it just to defeminize it a little bit. The warranty's a pretty good pro. This thing, it's got major warranties on the battery, on the powertrain, everything. They give you free oil changes. for the first 30-something thousand miles. Reliability, you get your Toyota reliability with this thing. You know, I can't say much. I've got 5,000 miles on this so far, so I can't say much about how reliable it is, but you know, you got a good name you can trust with a Toyota. You're not buying American, but it is made in America. Functionality, everything's pretty easy to use. You got all your buttons here. You've already seen these on your every YouTube video you watched trying to decide if you should buy it. So I'm not going to go through all the menus and show you how everything works, but it's very easy, user friendly. However, I do have a con about the heater controls. They're pretty cheap. Not as nice to use as more premium. I went from a Dodge to this, and in my opinion, the Dodge is more premium than a Toyota with that with their Uconnect system. Safety sense is standard on all Toyota cars now. This is actually a base model SE hybrid, so it's standard. It's got the adaptive cruise, which I do like very much. It's got the lane assist, which you know, if you're in stop and go traffic and the lanes are clearly marked, you can basically take your hands off the wheel with the adaptive cruise and the lane assist, and it'll drive itself for the most part. Other safety features like pedestrian assist, I've not even noticed the effects of that, but it's there if you believe the spec list. The last thing I got listed as a pro is acceleration. If you really want to get on it, it uses hybrid, both hybrid and the electric motor and the gas motor at the same time if you're really on the throttle, and it's kind of impressive. It gets out of its own way. It feels like a V6. If you're in a hurry, you're not caring about efficiency, you just want to get somewhere quick, it will definitely move. So let's move to the list of cons. Number one con, this thing is cheaply made. It really is. I'll show you a few different things. Look at this little flimsy little panel right here. It's on the steering column. It's made out of like a glorified t-shirt. Like, what is that? Look at the filler neck on this gas. Like, this thing wiggles all over. That thing wiggles all over. That's pretty cheap. This hood is about as flimsy as they get. It's super lightweight. It's made out of probably 1/4 inch. I can't tell if this is plastic or metal. It's cheap. It's flimsy. Lightweight, I guess that's the point. Got a prop rod. It doesn't even have hydraulic shocks. Look, it's all flippy flappy. Definitely not a high standard of quality. These visors here, I mean, this thing, look at this. This is a brand new car. 5,000 miles on this car. And this thing's not, what is that? You kidding me? Look how cheap that is. You open that up and the light comes on. That is weird. Silly. Sorry for the poor quality of the video. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just a guy who's trying to help you guys out. God, I mean, is that it? Can I even get that back in with one hand without? What a cheap piece of junk. This dome light looks like it came out of a 1986 Toyota Camry. It's got your off, door, on. And yes, this is the only dome light in the whole car. It doesn't light it up very well. Yes, you can turn on these map lights right here. But they don't come on when you open the door. So, yeah, save production parts from 1986 and put them on a 2022, I guess. That's how Toyota rolls. The door is open right now. I'm gonna close this door, and it sounds pretty clunky, rattly. Like, oh, said, it doesn't sound like quality. It sounds like quantity to me. It actually shakes when you close it if you look close enough. Again, the heater controls are very elementary. You got your fan, auto. First of all, auto doesn't even regulate your AC. You have to tell it whether or not you want AC on or off. If it's 50 degrees outside and you don't need AC on, you better push that button because it'll keep it on. So it's not a true auto if you ask me. Teeny tiny little EVIC screen here. Super small. Really, in my opinion, it should fill the whole area between the two gauges there with an electronic display, rather than just this little, what is that, 4.1 inch something. I don't know, you guys know how big that is. My other cons I have are the highway mileage. So if you're cruising down the highway, you know, most of us like to do 75, 80 miles an hour. You're not going to get the 52 miles per gallon that it says on the on the window sticker. You're going to get probably 42. On a perfect day, perfect temperature, flat ground, AC off, windows up, maybe you'll get 45, 46, but practical everyday, normal driving conditions, this is not something that you want to just plan on getting maximum efficiency if you're going to be driving down the highway all the time. The features drastically affect the price. This car here, like I said, it's a base model. It doesn't even have an auto dimming mirror. It's got another part from 1986 right here for the mirror dimmer. I put these aftermarket blind spot mirrors on there. I actually like those better than the blind spot monitors that I'm used to. But yeah, it doesn't, you got to turn the windshield wipers on yourself. You know, with a brand new car, you would think you'd get a lot more features in a base model. The power point does not stay on if the car is off. So you think you're going to put your phone in here and charge it overnight? No, you're not. It will not charge the phone if the car is not turned on. This thing has a manual passenger seat. You guys got a little sneak peek of my list, pros and cons. Here, you want to see it? Pros and cons in my sloppy writing. Manual passenger seat with a flimsy, flappy, nobody can figure out how to get the seat to go lean back. It's got like a hidden lever. You got to know right where it is. And the last thing is constant pop-ups on the EVIC. I could demonstrate that, but anytime that a car jumps into your radar sensor sensing area, it's going to give you a pop-up. Anytime, gosh, if you're up for a service, the thing gives you a pop-up. Service soon, and it's kind of overwhelming. Okay, I'm going to do just a couple driving demos here just to show how slowly you have to accelerate to keep it in electric mode, and also how quickly it will accelerate if you're in a rush and you need to get somewhere. Just watch that little green light right there. If that green light is on, then it's running in electric mode. Okay, I got a green light here, so I'm going to show you just how slowly you kind of have to accelerate. Oh, it kicked out of electric already, just like that. I think that's because the battery was low, and then it has to run a little bit just to charge the battery. It's idle. It's running right now as I'm sitting here idling. So yeah, you do have to have a good charge on your hybrid battery for it to run in electric. All right, here we go. Just how slowly do you have to accelerate to keep it in electric mode? There are somebody behind me and they're probably getting irritated. You know, it's not my problem. Oh, it already kicked out of electric. We're gonna ditch that one. The point is, you gotta accelerate pretty slow. And if you are on flat ground, it will maintain 35, 40, 45 miles an hour in electric for a short period of time, which is pretty nice. So now next test we're going to do is a 0 to 60. You'll see just how quickly it will accelerate. So not too bad. It gets out of its own way. If you're in a hurry, that was an eco mode. I could have put it in sport mode. It would have jumped off the line a little bit quicker. Here we are in a pretty tight area. I'm just cruising around. I can go in electric like this for a while. Parking lots, super slow residential areas. Even like I said, 35, 40 miles an hour, it'll do this for a little while until the battery needs to charge up again, and then it'll automatically make the engine start. All right, YouTube people, that's it. That's the video. It's not professional. Never claimed to be a professional. I'm a regular person. Took my time to tell you all about the 2022 Camry Hybrid SE. After 5,000 miles of ownership, I'm glad I bought it. It does. I figured out it will pay for itself at $6.20 a gallon. It pays its own car payment. So we're only, God, right now, I mean, we're not that far off from 620. Will we get there? Who knows? FJB. Anyways, excuse the mess. I did not clean my car. I didn't. This isn't a video to show you how cool my car is or how clean I can keep it. It's a video to save you a whole bunch of time researching these YouTube videos. There's a real regular guy review. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your Camry.